This is from ESPN.com. They polled executives, coaches, scouts to rank the top 10 cornerbacks in the NFL. Patrick Surtain from Denver was 1, Sauce Gardner 2, Jalen Ramsey was 3, and the Browns' Denzel Ward was number 9. NFL scouting director, some of the best cover movement skills in the league. NFC executive, nice cover guy. I just don't like the lack of size. AFC scout, he'll miss a game or two, but when he can go, he's a plus, and he goes. He doesn't play tentatively despite a smaller frame. He'll mix it up. He is really gifted. Jared, I think he was miscast in Joe Wood's defense. I think they asked him to play a lot of zone coverage that you don't have a Ferrari to park it on the street in downtown Cleveland. That's kind of what I felt they were doing with. Yeah. That's what I felt they were doing with him.
And it really is interesting because it didn't make sense for any of their top cornerbacks. Newsome, Ward, Emerson were all pretty darn good man coverage, get their hands on people. And the reality is while we all are like, well, it's just zone coverage, no big deal, there is some confidence and some comfort. It's not like writing with your left hand if you're right-handed, but it's not that far off. And so I think Ward was very much miscast. Greedy Williams was miscast. Basically, all of their cornerbacks want to get physical, and they ran cover 3 pretty often and play off, read the quarterback. And it led to a lot of misunderstanding, miscommunication, a lot of guessing. And the reality is that in the NFL, with how good quarterbacks are and how good wide receivers are, you don't want to be guessing. You want to be really using a lot of muscle memory. So I think Ward being ranked 9, Browns fans are probably going to push back on that, especially the scout, the AFC scout, talking about he'll miss a game or two. Somehow for many fans, not just Cleveland fans, that is somehow the biggest bugaboo. But it's much like kind of the big play wide receiver. Hopefully Marquise Goodwin is that this year. Big play wide receivers tend to drop passes, right? The Ted Ginn Juniors of the world tend to make big plays, tend to drop passes. Denzel Ward, while he may not be always healthy, when he's on the field, he's a top 10 cornerback. He's getting paid like a top 10 cornerback. Unfortunately, that doesn't always mean he's going to be on the field, but still, over the time he is on the field, he still has that value. So yes, would it be great to see him for all the games? Absolutely. But the reality is doesn't matter how many games he misses, 1 or 2. Obviously, when we get into 4, 5, and 6, it's a concern. Misses a game or 2, he's still highly valuable to the Browns and in the NFL. It's just kind of one of his warts, given his size and given his tenacity. That is a guy who is going to mix it up, is going to get in there on run plays, all of that kind of stuff. You kind of have to take the good with the bad, and the good is just that good.